Hi traders, and welcome to this week's edition of the Key Zone Traders Trade of the Week. Now this week we're going to talk about a day trading strategy that we took on the FTSE earlier on in the week, and we're going to talk about how knowing how strong support and resistance zones are can actually influence your target and make sure that you get the right targets but still maximising your risk to reward. So let's go take a look at the charts. Okay traders, so as I say, I want to look at how, by knowing the how strong a zone is and its relevance to the market context, we can then decide how aggressive we need to be with our targets, whether we are really with the trend. If it's a really strong zone of support or resistance, we can go for further targets, or whether we need to just look for a smaller target, make sure that we book the profits. It may still be a valid support or resistance area, but we may need to be a little bit more aggressive, either with our risk management or our target. So this was a trade that we took on Monday, which was from our report on the morning. So we send these reports out every single morning as part of our Key Zone service, which you can sign up to completely free. I'll put the link in the box below on our YouTube channel. So if you want to come and have a look at this, we put these out before the market opens. These are our actual trade plans for the day, and then we follow it up in the evening with recaps of the day's action to see how the market played out in accordance to our analysis. So this was the report that we sent out as part of that service on Monday morning, and we said this is the bit that we want to look at. We said if we hold resistance zones and start seeing a sustained break below 71.40 to 71.55 aggressive support. So we had 71.40 to 71.55 as an aggressive support zone, but we had said that if we'd held resistance and then broke below that zone, we could see moves lower down. So now let's go and take a look at the charts and see what happened and what trade we took and how we managed that trade. Right, okay, so this is what we was looking at pre-market. We had, as I said, we said in our report that if we held resistance zones, then, which we have up here, we started to hold these resistance zones at 72.05 to 72.05 to 72.20, then we could potentially see moves down. Now I want you also to take relevance and note of this this line here. This is the lowest, the overnight low, so the lowest price trade in the Asian overnight session. You can see that swing low here, and that's going to have some relevance in a minute. So this is what we were looking at pre-market. As I say, we had this zone here as aggressive support, so we knew that buyers could step in here. But we also knew that the market had shown a little bit of weakness because it was reacting from strong resistance zones, and it had the potential to, if it broke this zone, to move lower. Now on the open, we got this candle here is the open candle. We got this really strong push down into that zone, and then we got a really nice rejection candle, really nice reversal candle here. So notice on this one, it just takes out those lows before, so it takes that liquidity grab that we always talk about. It's a really nice reversal candle. The candle closes back above the level, it closes back above the zone. So we had a reversal candle with the liquidity grab from an aggressive support zone. Now that means that we are it's a valid signal to take. So we had our entry just above the candle, stop below the candle, and now this is where, if you, generally speaking, if you're with the trend and you're with a strong support zone in this instance, I may actually end up targeting the higher, stronger support zones. Yes, I'd look to manage it in this zone here, but I would probably target up towards this zone up here. Now, in this case, it was an aggressive support zone, and because we'd shown that little bit of weakness by failing at these resistance zones, I just went for a quick 1.5 to 1 trade. Didn't want to get greedy with my profits. Wanted to make sure just target that zone above. We also had these moving averages moving down, which could act as dynamic resistance. So I wanted to front run those moving averages to make sure that I booked my profits without being greedy, without the market reacting and coming off and then breaking these levels to the downside. And as you can see, we've got a really nice strong reaction that hit our target within the next candle. It was a very nice quick trade. And as you can see, it did actually then show a little bit of weakness after it got up to those moving averages and into that zone. It did come off again a little bit. So that's just to show the importance that we sometimes need to adjust our targets depending on the context of the market. Adjust our targets in the context of the market. We need to be more aggressive for our targets and our risk management when maybe the zone is more aggressive, or it's not as strong as support resistance, or maybe we're not quite with the overall trend. When we're with the trend, or when we're with really strong zones of support and resistance, we want to still manage our trades around the minor zones of support and resistance, but we can look to target higher pricing or lower pricing if we're on the sell side. So I just want to show that and show that these signals are valid, even from the more aggressive zones, but because they're more aggressive, we also need to be more aggressive in our risk management of the trade. So as I say, we give out these reports every morning. If you'd like to come and join it, we give them out completely free. Just sign up use the link below to sign up for the service. Come join the Keyzone Traders community. I hope you found this lesson useful, and I'll speak to you again soon. Cheers.